This video is for question 10. Question 10 is about Pavel's journey, our fiction selection. This asks about a very specific piece of the story, the letter. Why is the letter important story? The very first thing I want to do is go back to the text and remind myself about all of the times when the letter was brought up in the story. What did the letter say? Why was it important? So I know that the very first thing that I hear about, or I'm sorry, not here, the very first thing that I read about the letter is that it didn't get information to prepare him for his journey, and we just know that it was from his uncle. And then we learn about what the letter shared. They had this new life in America. This is the point where I know what Pavel is doing. So that's something that's important. Is knowing that Pavel has this letter from his Uncle John, who's in America. I know that that's where Pavel's going. He shares information about what they've been doing in Texas, and then he say, basically, you're going to love it here. You could grow rich here. You would have an opportunity for, and again, I have a visual now. Okay, we're going from Bohemia to America, and this is going to be a good thing for you. So far, this is what I know about the letter. Later we reference the letter when he's talking about a feast that he's having. When Pavel can't get this soup, he knows that his Uncle John is having some delicious feast with sausage and pickled yum, and they're playing polka. Oh my goodness, that's where I want to be. And then this young woman, Ilona, she wants to dance with you. So again, like, great things are happening over here in Texas. Don't you want to be there? So this is what Pavel's reading in this, and like, life is not great. The last piece that we hear about the letter is this very inspiring message at the end. Have a long way to go, keep a smile on your face and a song in your heart. A beautiful life can be yours. So most of the messages in the letter are positive. If I were reading this letter on a boat that I was miserable in, I would just be like, okay, I got it. It's going to be great where I'm going. Thank you, Uncle John, for writing to me. Like, I'm a little upset that I'm not there right now, but I know I'm going to get there. Okay, why is the letter important to the story? F, it shows that Pavel's countrymen have renamed their town. G, it suggests that Pavel has family members who love him. H, it tells how Pavel's uncle managed to acquire new land. And J, it explains Pavel's motivation for enduring the journey. All right, looking at F, it shows that Pavel's countrymen have renamed their town. Okay, yeah, it does say that. They talk about naming it Johannes. It kind of depends from how to pronounce that. But is that why it's important? Or is that, again, this is like, is that an interesting detail or is it important? That's just one thing that so that was just one piece of the letter. That's not why it was important. We don't need to know, really. It suggests that Pavel has family members who love him. Okay, I'm sure Uncle John does love him. He took the time to write him and to tell him how great life is there. But again, we don't get Uncle John saying like, oh, Pavel, we all love you so much and we want you to be here. Mostly describing is what life is like in the new town that they're in. So that makes that one not a favorite of mine. It tells how Pavel's uncle managed to acquire new land. I don't think that it even says that ever. Yep. So that one's definitely wrong. And Jay says it explains Pavel's motivation for enduring the journey. Okay, I really like this one because he's definitely motivated. He wants to get to America because all of these great things are happening, and he is enduring this journey. It's pretty terrible, but he has great motivation to get there, so that is why he is still going on this journey. So I'm picking J. Maybe H was kind of maybe, but J is definitely better.